Good morning, everybody, and welcome to this Raising the Bar briefing. This week we've been celebrating our house patrons, and this morning I'd like to talk to you about St. John Henry Newman. Cardinal John Henry Newman hit the headlines in 2019, which wasn't very long ago, when he became the first modern British saint. Prior to this, the last British individual to be made a saint was a long time ago. It was a 17th century Scottish martyr who was canonised in 1976. Newman was declared a saint by the Pope in an open-air ceremony at the Vatican, which was attended by thousands of pilgrims, including our now King Charles. Cardinal Newman shocked society in the Victorian era. As an Anglican priest, he converted to Catholicism in the mid-19th century, and he went on to help change attitudes towards the Catholic Church and raised its standing in British society. John Henry Newman was a priest, a preacher, a writer, and an eminent theologian in the Catholic Church. He was passionate about education and in developing Catholicism further. He was also a brummie for the last 40 years of his life, and I'd like to think he probably spoke a little bit like we do. Maybe he even said, "All right, Bab." He established St Mary's College, Oscar, which is less than a mile away from our school, ensuring that Catholicism was able to thrive in Birmingham. This is where hundreds of priests train each year. And in fact, Cardinal Wiseman trained as a priest at Oscar thanks to John Henry Newman. So if it wasn't for John Henry Newman, maybe we wouldn't be sitting in Cardinal Wiseman's school today. He's described by many as the father of education in Birmingham, and as a result we've got schools and even a local university named after him. It's a university where I trained as a teacher, and probably many of your teachers trained as well. St John Henry Newman is famed for his intellect, but part of the new saint's enduring appeal is his sweet humility. That was a description made by a woman whose miraculous healing from a life-threatening pregnancy complication has been attributed to Newman. So how can we be more like St John Henry Newman? Well, we can of course be studious and show an interest in the world around us. In his homily, Pope Francis called on all Christians to adopt Cardinal Newman's definition of someone of faith, something he described as being kindly lights. The pontiff told the crowds, "Today we give thanks to the Lord for our new saint, who walked by faith, and now we invoke their intercession." He quoted Newman himself, "The Christian has a deep, silent, hidden peace, which the world sees not. The Christian is cheerful, easy, kind, gentle, courteous, candid, unassuming, has no pretence, with so little that is unusual or striking in his bearing that he may easily be taken at first sight for an ordinary man." He asked people, let us ask to be like the kindly lights amid the encircling gloom. So as we move through today and every day forward, let's try to be the light in any darkness.